Here is proof, mild and gentle. Palmolive Care cleans deeper. New complexion beauty in just 1 minute? Yes, fair lady, yes. Because Palmolive Care removes beauty, robbing hidden dirt that casual cleansing misses. And only a soap as mild as Palmolive can cleanse so deeply without irritation. Start Palmolive Care today and see your true complexion beauty come through. It took a long time to light the candles on Daddy's cake. Such a small candle lighter, such a lot of candles. But it will take a longer time for a father and a mother to forget the shiny moment. The love's so thick you can cut it. The light of the candles dances on the face all bright with joy. And from two soft brown eyes glows a radiance strong enough to weld a gay young mother and a strong young father and a small young daughter into a single whole. And time stands still. This is now, this is family. Baking an eternity cake, a cake that matters forever, then there is one thing you must do. Get the mix that guarantees your cake will come out perfect. Which is that? Of course, you know, that could be, that could it be but Betty Crocker. P.S. That hole in the frosting? Who can blame a little girl when our new instant chocolate fudge frosting mix tastes so looking good? Daddy won't mind, but he has a lick himself. I guarantee a perfect cake, cake after cake after cake. Betty Crocker of General Mills. I just bought a box of these, the Betty Crocker, for $1. Oxydol. That's a detergent that I don't think is around anymore. New Oxydol, the only detergent in America that contains its own bleach. Here's a great new idea that can change your wash days for the better. Oxydol, the only leading detergent that contains its own bleach. Wonderful color safe oxygen bleach. It washes and bleaches all by itself. from Paris, Dior, in a collection sure to please the man. This top Paris designer returns to curves as bosom and hips for daytime capes and covered up look, for evening an undressed look, bare and clean. If you ask me, address letters to Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt, care of McCall's. I'm curious to know when and why your son John became a Republican. What were the circumstances that made him change his mind? I don't know that he was ever formally a Democrat, but I'm sure he would not have differed from his father during his father's lifetime. His wife was brought up Republican, and after his father died, it was natural, I think, that he should tend to accept Republican doctrines, since most of his friends were Republicans, being largely in big business. But I think his active participation for a candidate came about because of his enthusiasm for General Eisenhower as a presidential candidate. Have you or your family ever made any bets about the outcome of a presidential election? If so, who won? I don't know what members of the family may have done, so I cannot answer for them. As far as I'm concerned, I have never made a bet on the elections. I am very unlucky in games of chance, and as far as I can remember, have never won anything I did bet on. I tend, in elections, always to look on the gloomy side and to wait until I'm quite sure that the people I'm interested in are elected before I dare to say they even have a good chance. When a new family moves into the White House, do they bring any household supplies of their own, like linen, or is it all provided for them? Linen and silver are all in the White House. So is furniture. But a family moving in would naturally want to bring some of its own furniture to make the family room seem more familiar and home-like. We brought many pictures from my husband's collection, and of course a considerable number of books. Mr. Howard had, I am told, a very large library of his own during his years at the White House. We brought many small things simply to feel that the White House was our home and not a hotel. What was Mr. Roosevelt planning to do after he left the presidency? Did the idea of retirement frighten him? I do not think retirement ever occurred to my husband. He simply thought of leaving the presidency and going on with other activities. He had any number of plans. He loved the sea and he wanted to get on a merchantman and go around the world, stopping in all kinds of stray ports. He wanted to write and already had agreed to do some regular editorials. He wanted desperately to help develop the productivity of places like the desert areas in the Near East and North Africa. Above all, I think he wanted to work on his papers at the library in Hyde Park. Do you agree with Adlai Stevenson that we should outlaw the testing of hydrogen bombs? Yes, I think it would be a courageous thing to do. It would mean that we could make a constructive international gesture. If we knew that the Soviets were carrying on tests, which is not difficult to find out, we could always resume tests if we wish to. It seemed to me it would be a good idea if we tried Mr. Stevenson's suggestion. During your visits with the Dutch royal family, did you ever meet the faith healer, Great Hoffmans? Did you hear if her faith healing really worked? No, as far as I know, I never met Miss Hoffmans. She has evidently not been successful in curing the little Dutch princess of her blindness. When you pray, do you ever ask for specific things for yourself or others? Not that I can remember. One's prayer, I think, are usually for guidance and strength, both when one prays for oneself and those that one loves. It would seem incongruous to pray for some specific things. The dial that never gets the wrong number. Yardley products for America are created in England and finished in the USA from the original English formula, combining imported and domestic ingredients. Yardley of London makes you feel so fresh and feminine. Yardley English lavender is unlike any other fragrance you've ever used because it's more than a lingering, lovely, light-hearted scent. It's a feeling, fresh and gay, wonderful, like being in love. And you know, when you feel that good, you look your prettiest. Enjoy Yardley lavender in many forms. Give it with pride. You'll find it at your nearest toilet goods counter. Yardley English Lavender Essence from $1.25 plus tax. Here's a soft leather tanned, the rich color of buttery caramels. Almost good enough to eat. You'll know at a glance it was made for your tweeds and sweaters and the crisp, bright feel of fall. And you'll know at a step that these are cobbies. Wonderful cobbies from $8.95 to $11.95. She's wearing a sarong, the crisscross girdle that walks and won't ride up. Sarong is completely different from any other girdle, and you'll feel the difference immediately. There's nothing like a sarong to fashion your figure with new shapeliness, to make comfort your personal and permanent possession. Sarong is so wonderfully different. Its patented hidden construction lifts and flattens your tummy youthfully. Its exclusive patented crisscross feature lets you walk, stand, and sit with day-long comfort. From the moment you slip it on, you'll see and feel your figure improve. Why not plan to have a sarong fitted to your figure? Oh, these ads are so interesting. Look at this furniture. Pasta. Italian born, American made. Meet some of the family: macaroni, spaghetti, lasagna, linguine, cannellini, cappelletti, fidalini, fettuccine, and dozens more, but long or short, thick or thin, in bows or shells, or combs or curls, there's no better meal than the pasta meal. Pillsbury hot roll mix. The most versatile mix of them all. Cinnamon swirl bread, apricot tea rain, caramel pecan rolls, Italian pizza, thrifty one dish meal. Del Monte brand quality fruit cocktail, big bonanza in party desserts. Ketchup. Easygoing trick makes plain food great. Look, you'll get flaky, tender pastry just like this every time. Crisco ends pie crust failure. Do you think a flaky pie like the one above is more than you can manage? You're wrong. Just change to pure all vegetable Crisco in a pastry recipe on Crisco's label, and it can be yours. What if you're not an expert? You can't miss with Crisco, for shortening is the most important ingredient in flaky pie crust, and Crisco is the finest shortening made. Do yourself proud with Crisco pie tonight. Crisco makes it so easy. Spanish rice pronto. Melt 1/4 cup of fat in a skillet. Add 1 onion sliced, 1/2 green pepper diced, and 1 1/3 cups of pre-cooked minute rice right from the box. That's the speed secret of this recipe. Perfect rice without washing, cooking, or steaming. Stir over high heat until minute rice is lightly browned. Add 1 3/4 cups of hot water, 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon of salt, dash pepper, and 1 teaspoon of prepared mustard. Mix well, bring quickly to a boil, cover tightly and simmer for 10 minutes. Serves 4. Only minute rice can make Spanish rice pronto, because only minute rice is pre-cooked to give you perfect rice without cooking. I don't know about that though. That looks really mushy. Parents can learn from West Point. Basic training towards a good physique starts the day a cadet enters West Point. He knows he's a soldier and is proud of it. Training table menus are carefully planned and portioned. The men get plenty of beef, but no seconds except vegetables and milk. Feeding a football player is like loading a truck. He can take from 6,000 to 7,000 calories every day without gaining weight. Craft recipe size marshmallows. Oh, mamma mia! Wait till you taste pizza made with Hunt's tomato paste. A typical day's menus served to the Cadet Corps in April 21st of 1956. Breakfast: a chilled fresh pineapple, cold cereal with light cream, griddle cakes with maple syrup and butter, grilled sausage, coffee, and milk. Dinner: sliced tomato and cucumber, salad with dressing, calf liver smothered with onions, mashed potatoes, Harvard beets, whole wheat rolls, butter, fresh fruit, with whipped cream and iced cocoa. Supper: Bartell pear and celery salad with dressing, roast chicken with sage, dressing, and giblet gravy, cranberry jelly, buttered noodles, buttered peas, bread and butter, and coconut layer cake. In la mode, coffee with light cream or milk. Pillsbury, the 6 most wanted flavors, all in new dress with the big blue circle, bright and shiny, fresh at your grocer's now. Thank you for everyone that's listening in. Unknown IWNL. Cheese Whiz. Fine cheese flavor for casseroles. Fast. Just cheese whiz 'em. To add a tantalizing cheese flavor to a casserole of macaroni, just spoon in plenty of Kraft Cheese Whiz. Toss lightly while the golden goodness starts to melt through and through. Or you can spoon this amazing pasteurized processed cheese spread into well-drained macaroni, and then border the casserole with buttered crumbs. Put in a moderate oven until the crumbs are crisp and brown. With Kraft's Cheese Whiz on hand, you're all set for dozens of fast spread. Spread it for snacks and sandwiches. Golden baked beans. Spoon Kraft's Cheese Whiz generously into a casserole of hot baked beans. Toss lightly to get the cheese flavor throughout. You get a flavor combination that's something special. Don't you agree? Juices just belong in a glass. And in clear, sparkling glass, all fruit juices look fresh and appetizing. Then, too, leftovers are so much easier to store when they come in glass. No worries about the flavor change either, because in pure glass, there's really nothing that can affect the flavor. Why don't you ask your dealer for more of the delicious juices you enjoy every day? Protected in clear glass. New lightweight Champ weighs in. It's the newest Electrolux. It's fully automatic. The cleaner with full-time, full-power cleaning efficiency. Only your friendly Electrolux man can show you a cleaner like this, so light, so dramatically different. A cleaner that automatically opens itself for emptying, automatically ends the waste motion, works in trying to clean with a dust clogger bag. It's the most powerful Electrolux ever. And a handy new vacuum adjuster gives you controlled cleaning power for any job. Cleans your whole house with only 2 tools, faster than ever before. Before you buy any cleaner, ask your friendly Electrolux man to show you the new automatic Electrolux. Sold only on home demonstration. To see it free, call your Electrolux branch or write to the nearest address below. Imagine an Electrolux cleaner for as little as $5 a month. America's most famous price package, Cracker Jack, is now Reynolds Wrap aluminum packaging. Since way back in the 90s, children have called it the price package. The Cracker Jack box with the price inside, and always. The Cracker Jack Company has been deeply concerned with protecting the quality of this famous product. Now look at the new Cracker Jack box with the fresh brilliance that bespeaks the freshness inside. This is a price package, not just because it contains a toy, but because it's Reynolds Wrap aluminum packaging. It's a solid sheet of metal all around, a bright shield around those enemies of freshness, moisture, air, and light. Reach for Cracker Jack on a ballpark toss or in your favorite supermarket or wherever Cracker Jack is sold. For protected quality in all your shopping, reach for the gleam of aluminum and note how often this protection is identified by the Reynolds Wrap aluminum packaging seal. Wash these problems right out of your life. Now, all fabric may tag with 2 speeds and 3 water temperatures. Removes the beat and the heat that cause these problems. What a pretty pink room decor. Very girly for sure. Wait till mommy sees them. She loved the new fun, the new fashions and sleepers. By nighty night, you could eat them right up. They're so lovable. For nighty nights come in the liveliest styles, the gayest prints yet, and they're just as lovable on wash day. The fluffy soft cottons, periodized, won't shrink out of fit. London's here, British made of British tweeds. These coats, suits, mainstay of any smart wardrobe, can be seen right now in American stores. Classic and understated, their flawless tailoring is as traditional as the Tower of London. Peltonton Sportswear, always virgin wool. Gather your new Pendleton skirts. For you, 4 distinctive virgin wool fabrics, colorful as autumn leaves. 4 branch slim skirts, tailored in the simple, flattering lines of good fashion that smart women always admire in a genuine Pendleton. Plan together this whole new skirt wardrobe soon. Each but $12.95 with full fashion Pendleton sweaters and companion colors from $8.95. Betsy McCall plants a rose garden. The mailman just brought my Betsy McCall roses. Betsy shouted to Daddy, "Let's plant them right now." They choose a spot where the roses would get the sun for at least half the day. Daddy worked the soil 2 feet apart. Next he dug 2 feet deep. Next he dug deep holes, wide enough for the roots to be spread out. And they carefully put in the plants. Then Betsy filled the holes 2/3 full. "Will this be my garden, even though you helped me plant it?" Betsy asked as they packed down the dirt and poured water into each hole. "I think that could be arranged," Daddy teased. Mommy came up as they were mounting dirt around the plants. "I've made up a poem," Betsy said. Roses are red, violets are blue. When my garden has roses, I'll give some to you." It's a cute little story. Some cute paper doll and cutouts. Torino, more car than 16 higher price rivals. See the light. Ford has a better idea. Torino two-door hardtop. How do you measure more car? Try wheelbase. Torino's two-door models have 116 wheelbase, longer than 16 higher-priced intermediates. That adds up to a smooth ride. Real room for 6 and up to 20% more trunk space. More value. Count body styles. You'll find Torino clean, classic lines, and hardtops, convertible, sedan, fastback, and wagon. That's a choice competitors just don't offer. Torino Performance, V8s up to 390 cu, and that run on regular gas. Power from disc brakes is the regular power brake option. Select Shift, the optional automatic, with 3 forward speeds that also work like a manual. More. No wonder that Torino is the year's best-selling newcomer and the official pace car of the Indy 500. And that specially modified Torino took first 5 places at the punishing Riverside 500. Get more of everything. Get a Torino. RCA brings you entertainment on the move. Exciting new portables for people on the move. Oh. Battery run FM AM travel clock radio. A weekender Sensation FM AM pocket. $6.95. FM AM personal portable the Sebring. Handle lifts for carrying. Battery replacement indicator light. $15.95. I think these are the only portable things that can be used on the move. And the rest are giant TVs. Compact color TV. 20-inch, 227 square inch table model. Automatic color purifier. A beautiful wedding gift. Its value priced at $399.95. A grade low 15-pound lightweight TV. Great cabinet colors. Nimble 12-inch. Optional extra earphone. Pillow speaker. $99.95. Another TV costs $329.95. Remember when movie cameras were big, expensive, and mysterious? Kodak has changed all that. We made it palm size. The only thing that stayed the same is that it's still called a movie camera. But other than that, the Kodak Instamatic movie camera comes from a whole new breed. It's small, fits right into your palm. It doesn't cost much. The Kodak Instamatic M12 movie camera is less than $30. And it's outfit with Kodachrome film, wrist strap, and batteries, less than $35. And it's anything but mysterious. You just drop in the film cartridge and shoot until your 50 feet are used up. Never needs winding. There's another nice change. The movies are Super 8, which means a brighter, sharper picture on your screen than with regular 8mm. It loads instantly. There's a wide range of Kodak movie cameras and Super 8 projectors, which you need for Super 8 movies. Drop in at your Kodak dealers and see what's happening to the movie cameras. We're pretty sure you like what you see. End of mystery. The mower that's more and trying it is believing it. First, we gave you the thermos vacuum bottle to take care of your drinks. Now, thermos jugs and chests put your whole picnic on ice. Now, Jello has the just picked taste of fresh fruit. Have you ever wondered why fruit tastes one way when it's just picked and still another the day after? At Jello's, we figured if we could ever find out, we could give you we could give you that just pick taste in Jello gelatin anytime. We aren't saying how, but we just found a way. Now Jello tastes like fruit just off a branch. But before you ever taste it, you'll notice a difference. The color is richer when you pour it from the box. So now there is something else besides fruit that can give you the just big taste of fruit. Before you buy your new car, see what young America is driving. You probably have some on your block, young and young-minded people who know what kinds of car are popular now and what kinds are going to be popular and why, which makes them excellent people to talk to about your new car. What they'll tell you most about the General Motors cars, because GM cars are the kind most of them drive. You can see one of the reasons in the foreground of our picture. The kind of sleek, stylish styling that turns heads even when it's not on the move. And here are more reasons why you'll find GM cars where you find the people you can't kid about cars. Sleeker looks. Many of our most popular models offer you disappearing windshield wipers and vent-free windows. Result: smoother flowing lines. Improved handling. You'll enjoy new stabilization designs that provides excellent ride control, and heavy-duty suppression is standard on many GM cars. Shift options. Automatic or do-it-yourself. The job gets done smoothly and effectively in GM cars. The shift console shown above is only one of many you may choose. Stylish comfort. All GM cars reveal superb tailoring and careful attention to detail, the kind you'd expect from General Motors Body by Fisher experts. New engine. Every GM engine is more efficient in 1968, and you can choose from the most varied range of designs in the world. V8s, overhead valve 6s, and the one and only overhead cam. 6 you'll find in an American automobile. Nice ads. Smirnov. The Smirnov screwdriver. The big squeeze is on. Suddenly, Smirnov is getting very fresh with orange juice and mixing it up in soda totters. The Orange Grove was never groovier. Clairol announces the instant shampoo. Spray, brush, and go from Clairol. You look great in a trimline phone. Go ahead, slip into something comfortable and wildly becoming. No dial to reach for, it's in the handset. So you talk from wherever you curl up in 9 zingy colors. Pacific Northwest Bell. The clunky is in step. Strap pump. Bocage, $24. With workman's shoe, right? is worn above with tweed suit by Sloat. Chunky moccasins below, also Bocage, $24. Have a fringed tongue. What big feet you have, my dear, is praise enough for any woman this spring. Clunky is a workman's clodhopper, the new shoes that women are wearing for chic and only incidentally for comfort, are a large switch on the pointed dainties of the past. The new shapes are the podiatrist's dream, broad in every direction, with sprayed toes and heels. Originated in Europe, like the imports on this page. They have turned up in many versions in the US, where they are now referred to as the monsters, as part of a heel-to-toe effect. This very bulk helps provide a solid, stylish foundation for textured stockings and tailored daytime outfits. Brim, freeze-dried, decaffeinated coffee. The decaffeinated coffee that wakes you up with great ground flavor. The world's greatest athlete chases the big money. Admiring youngsters besiege Jenner for autographs during a celebrity tennis tourney in Beverly Hills. Bruce can be a one-man business, says manager Wallach. We are making the conversation from jock to personality. We are making the conversion from jock to personality. Bruce, a graduate of Newton High in Connecticut, where the stadium has been named in his honor. met Christie in 1968 when they both were freshmen at Graceland College in Lamoni, Iowa. At the Summer Olympic Games in 1972 at Munich, he finished 10th in the decathlon. That December, they were married, and one of her unspoken vows was to help her husband in his single-minded quest for the gold medal nearly 4 years away. After Bruce's graduation from college, the couple moved to San Jose, where he worked on commission as the insurance salesman, but mainly they lived on Christie's steward's salary of $900 a month. everyone for listening, and I wish you a happy new year. And I will talk to you guys later.